Hey, I'm going to teach you guys how to make these Breyer feedbacks. Sorry if you hear voices downstairs. My dad's working and he's talking to somebody like for his work thing, so that's kind of loud. But I'm going to teach you how to make these feedbacks. Okay, so there's lots of different sizes you can make them. I'll show you how. But first off, you're going to need one of these labels. And this one says racing mix. And and then you're going to need some of these on the back. You could find them bigger. I just made a little. But they're supposed to be like feed charts and just the information about what would be in the feed on the back. I'm sorry about my voice. I am getting over being sick for like the third time in a row, so it's kind of annoying. So those are the feed bags. And where you can get these, I forgot to tell you where you can get these little labels. You just look up online, you can look up Spiller's feed on Google Images, and these will come up, and it's pretty easy to find most of them. And then these things on the back, I just looked up horse feed bags or something, and I think I got this label. But I don't know where you get the really nice labels. You'll have to ask on a different video. But, alright, so we're going to move on and start making the feed bags. So, right here I have my feed label. And a lot of people make the feed bags just all connected and with this already on a paper and this already on a paper. However, if you don't feel like doing that, or your parents want you to use scrap paper, a good way to do it is just put it on scrap paper and tape those things on afterwards, and that's what those other feed bags are. So that's what I did. Alright, so when you start, I cut my paper in half, so cut your scrap paper in half. And if you ever need to pause this video, do it, because I went ahead and cut this in half. Once you cut it in half, you want to fold it into 3 parts. So this first part, you'd want to make it big enough where this could still fit on it. So you measure it. And so you want to do 3 equal parts, which I did. Then, after you make it into 3, like that, so you can see those folds, you want to fold this part of the paper like this, so that it looks like this. This is some random paper. And you want to do that so that this will still fit on it like this, in the middle section here. I'm going to check if it will still fit. So there's a fold a third of the way down the paper probably. So like that. And then what you're going to do is there are lots of lines. There's and now that you folded it, you've made it into a certain amount of pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 sections. You're going to cut out 2 long sections like this, and you're going to make a little cross with these still remaining up here. So just follow as I go along. So this is the section we're cutting out right here. So you'll just cut that right along the crease. Go up until you reach the other crease where you folded it like this. And then you cut sideways. So you're left with something that looks like that. You're going to cut out this side too. So see, you're going to be left with a cross. Hang on. So cut the other one right along the crease. And I'm sorry I didn't say what you need for this video. If you might have to pause it. I'll just go ahead and tell you. You need scissors. You need a piece of scrap paper. You need the labels. And you need tape. Alright. So now that you've done that, you got like almost across. And I don't know, like it's a T actually. It's a T. Okay, so then you're going to take this little fold here and tape it to the long fold of here. Now this is the part where if you want a bigger bag, you're going to leave these sides wider because that's going to make your bag bigger. But if you want a smaller bag, you want to cut the sides so that they're smaller. Like this is a nice little small bag, but this one's big. So just depends on what you want and if you're actually going to put feed in it and all that. I'm going to make mine a little bigger because I'm probably going to put some actual treats in it, but I'm still going to cut a little off. So but if you cut off one side, you have to cut off the other side too. So now I've done that, I'm going to take these these flaps on the side and tape them to this long flap in the middle. So both of them just at the bottom. You can tape on the inside of the feed bag or on the outside, it doesn't matter. I tape on the outside just because it's easier. It's not that noticeable. So go ahead and do your taping. And you can fill these bags with anything, but I would be careful because if you fill it with real food, just remember you could get moths in them, which can infest in your food in your normal house, and you don't want that. So be careful to keep it like contained, because that's why I'm not allowed to have like real food up in my stuff because we don't want to get infested by moths. So. So now that you've done that, you've taped the flaps, see? We made that little thing. You're actually kind of close to done. Right here, you want to fold this up so that it makes it a full little box. So go ahead and fold this thing like this. Then after you've done that, if you did it a little bit too far like I did, you can always go back and fold it again. Now you've done that, and it'll be like that. You need to tape the side flaps onto the long thing again. So go ahead and do that. And if you're actually keeping horse feed in this, you may want to tape the sides a little extra because the horse feed will fall out of the sides. But for me, I'm probably not. I will be keeping I'll be keeping fake treats in these, but I won't be keeping grain for the Breyers in them. So now you've got it all taped up and it looks like this. You got this long piece here still. You can actually cut that off because you're not going to need it at all. So just cut it off to the length of the rest of the things. Now you have a little box. It's very cute. Now this is where you take your label and you tape it onto the front. So you're going to want to do that, and you're going to want to tape it pretty secure. So I'm taping mine, and then I have to fold it over because the tape's there. And you want to tape it on all four sides so that it stays on. So once you've done the top, you can do the bottom. And then you want to tape along the sides of the label. Alright, so So once you've done that, you've got a cute little label on the front. Mine's Meadow Herb Treats. And then you're going to flip it around to the back. And you're going to take whatever, like, label you have for the back. Mine's just supposed to be like, I don't know, like a feed chart, how much you're supposed to feed them. You're going to also tape that. And for mine, they're so little, I just take it and tape it twice onto the thing and just almost cover it in tape. It works very nicely. Alright, so once you've done that, you've got 2 labels. Now just to fold it over, just squeeze it in the sides. And we may have to push them still a little more till it's like this at the top. Then just fold the top until it's like that. And you're done. I mean, that's your feed bag. It's so simple and really neat. And you may need to tape some more sides, like I have a corner sticking out. I'm going to tape that. But it's really a neat little thing. And I learned from a different tutorial on here, but I hope you can learn from this one. And I don't know who it was to give them credit, I forget. But if you remember, you can always give me credit or a shout out or something. That would be really nice. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. That's how you make a Breyer feed bag. And you can fill it with food if you want to, or whatever. It doesn't really matter. Or just use them for show. So, thank you for watching. Please comment, rate, and subscribe. And stay tuned for more tutorials because I'm probably going to be making them. Thanks, bye.